so how to graph an ellipse. So there are a few key things that you want to identify when you're looking at the equation of ellipse in order to figure out what the graph is going to look like. First, you want to identify, well, where's your center? Okay, so now because this doesn't have any addition or subtraction involved, that means that the center is at the origin, or 0, 0. Okay, so that's the first thing you want to identify for every ellipse. Where is the center? Similar to when we were graphing circles. Okay, next you want to identify, well, what's the value of A and what's the value of B? And that's related to these two values here. Now, A is always the bigger of the two numbers. So when I'm looking at this 25 is the bigger number, so that's A squared. So that means A is equal to 5, okay? And the smaller number is B squared, so that means B is equal to 3 here, okay? So I have A is 5, B is 3. And because the bigger number is underneath the Y, that means that there is a vertical major axis. Meaning this ellipse is going to be more tall than it is wide, okay? Wherever the bigger number is, that's the A, and whatever it's underneath, that tells you if it's vertical or horizontal. So bigger number underneath X means a horizontal major axis. Bigger number under a Y means a vertical major axis. So it's more tall than it is wide, okay? The next thing you want to do is you want to identify, well, where are your focus points, okay? So we need to find the value of C. And in order to do that, we're going to use the fact that C squared is equal to A squared minus B squared. Again, it's not Pythagorean theorem, it's subtraction between the two. So C squared is equal to A squared was 25, B squared was 9, so C squared is equal to 16. So here, C comes out to a pretty number, it comes out to 4, okay? So that tells you how far from the center the focus points are going to be located, okay? So now at this point we have enough information. We know our center, we know how long our major axis is, how long our minor axis is, and where our focus points are going to be. All right, so let me explain how you're going to figure out which points go where. All right, so our center is at 0, 0. So here's our center point. We said that this has a vertical major axis, and we've got to go 5 units from the center. So from here, vertical, I need to go 5 units up and 5 units down. Okay? Those are going to be the vertices along the major axis. Okay? So that's how tall the ellipse is going to be. Okay? The focus points are 4 units from the center, also along the major axis. So the focus points are going to be at 4 units above and 4 units below. Okay? And then from there we need our minor axis points. The minor axis is 3 units in either direction. So we're going to go 3 units to the left and 3 units to the right. And these 4 outermost points are the vertices of our ellipse, okay? So I need to have an ellipse going through all of these. And just like with drawing circles, some are going to look prettier than others, okay? But every ellipse that you draw should have 4 vertices drawn, 2 along the minor axis, 2 along the major axis. Your center should be identified, but that is not always essential. The focus points, however, must be marked. Okay, so that is graphing an ellipse. We're going to go through 2 additional examples of this.